higher part, you get the lower part. Okay. So the higher part for stability.
Get your hands really high.
Great. 1, 2, 3, go.
One more, Keith. Yeah.
Well, that's not going anywhere, I don't think. We have these old bark pieces around here to keep the gravel from spilling onto the dirt. Keithy's tamping. So that's the little gravel around our posts technique. Hopefully it works. I'm glad we did it too in a way, because pulling this dirt off, I don't even know if there'd be enough dirt around here because we pack it down so much. Yeah. Right, just with the, that's one downside of the actual two-man auger machine, is you're kind of trampling on your own mess. Because if you look here, like look at, that's a pretty big hole, and look at the dirt around it. The dirt doesn't look very high. It's interesting.
That'll be our big one for right there.
Where'd I put the hatchet now? Coming all the way around Caseway to the right, I believe. Oh, you? Is that not the way? I think so. Yes. All at once, let go. Now.
There we go.
It's gonna need it.
There's a cleaning post, Keith.
Now we'll get the next post ready. Is that your cleaning piece?
Yeah. This bugs you afterward, doesn't it?
So there's the start of the perimeter deer fence. The last one here, that last one has not been put in. We're in the process of getting our posts in. Keith is right now getting the last of the gravel out. Sorry, there we go. Yep. And I am taking off the bark from the logs, which will show you that little part. Okay, peeling the barks. What I find the easiest is the axe, actually, unless it's really easy. This is kind of an awkward piece. Has some really ugly turns in it. Beautiful day. We've got most of the posts in, except for these ones along here. You can see they're kind of crooked. They need to go in yet. I'll show you around. So here's the front of the garden. In between here, we're gonna have a gate. And these are the posts, obviously. We just tried this out here. We got 3 rails on here. And then the top, we'll probably put a barbed wire because we need 8 feet for the deer. And Then on the outside, we'll have probably 3 runs of electric for the bear, and then I'll put a low one too, just for skunks and maybe the odd bunny, but I know a bunny could burrow under. So this is it. It's going pretty good. It's been a lot of work, but this is the hardest part, moving ground and moving dirt. And we cleaned up this bank here too, so we can get a lawnmower on the outside here. So we cleaned that all up there, so it looks a lot better. These posts here are for Dan's grapes. Here comes Keithy.
Yep.
Coming back from his lunch break. We got another load of gravel. Probably got too much gravel now, but we use the leftover for the road here. Had to dig a little bit more out of the side of the bank here for the road, because the road got kind of skewed over a bit. And then there's Allison on the tractor. She's our heavy equipment operator. We got some gates to put up today. We got some rails we're bringing down to put on. All the posts are in. And then we got these ones for the grapes. We'll cut off the tops a bit. They're just a little long right now. But we're feeling pretty good about yesterday getting all the posts done, because that was crazy. It's going really well. We've got all the posts in. So it's exciting. And Dan, my son, went and got a bunch of trees today, so it's good. These are the trees that Dan picked up today. We've got an Orcas pear. This is a French plum, Italian plum. That's a special 3 variety apple. I think it's Honeycrisp, a cane, and what's the third? It'll come to me in Liberty. And then we got some blueberries in here. Right now we just have them on here behind. We don't have them in the garden area because I'm worried about the deer, and we just have them at the house here with some boards just so the deer don't chew off the bark, or I don't know, who knows. I don't trust deer. So the next stage is to get the rest of the railing up, electric fence, gates, and then from there it should all come together slowly but surely, and hopefully by next week we can at least place the trees down there. Maybe not plant them yet, because we have to wait for them to take root a little bit better in the pots, because they were Dan had just potted them at work, so he was advised to wait for them. What's it called? Flush out.
Flush out. Just
flush out
for leaves and just for roots to start to grow.
Yeah, so we'll put them down there in the placement, but we won't plant them yet until they flush out, as the right terminology. But we'll probably plant the blueberries, and then we'd like to pick up one more apple, just a regular apple tree, and then possibly Dan has a pear that he grafted from our old place in a pot that hopefully will take. And then I think we have it, and then it's just a matter of planting an actual vegetable garden. That's all she wrote.